The dark side of insurance companies exposed. What if I told you the very companies you trust to protect your life, your health, your home, and even your family's future might actually be working against you? That the smiling commercials, the promises of peace of mind, and the slogans about being there when you need us most are often just carefully polished lies. Insurance companies are some of the richest and most powerful corporations in the world. But behind the scenes, their business model depends on one chilling truth. The less they pay you, the more money they make. And in today's video, we're pulling back the curtain on their secrets. From shady loopholes to ruthless tactics, from stories of families betrayed to billion-dollar scandals hidden in plain sight. This is the dark side of insurance companies, exposed. Stay with me until the very end, because the final fact will make you question whether insurance actually protects you, or if it's designed to destroy you when you need it most. Let's begin. Think about it. Insurance sells itself as safety. You pay your premiums every month, sometimes for years, believing that when disaster strikes, the company will step in to cover the costs. But the ugly truth? Insurance companies are not charities. They're businesses with one goal: maximize profit. And that means denying, delaying, and minimizing claims wherever possible. Take health insurance. In the U.S. alone, there are thousands of documented cases where companies rejected life-saving treatments because they were too expensive. Imagine being told your surgery isn't medically necessary by someone who has never met you. Families have watched loved ones die because an insurance company decided a drug was experimental, even when doctors begged for approval. But it's not just health insurance. Car insurance companies have been caught using delay until they give up tactics. After an accident, you might expect a quick payout. Instead, adjusters drag the process out for months, sometimes years, hoping you'll settle for far less than you deserve just to end the misery. And home insurance? Here's where it gets even darker. Imagine your house is destroyed by a fire or a natural disaster. You file a claim expecting help. Instead, an adjuster comes in and lowballs the repair costs. Or worse, the company finds a tiny loophole in your policy. Oh, your home wasn't covered for that kind of flood. Oh, your fire damage doesn't count because of this technicality. Suddenly, the safety net you thought you had disappears, leaving you bankrupt on top of homeless. Here's the terrifying truth. Insurance companies literally employ people whose entire job is to find ways to avoid paying you. They're called claims adjusters. And while many are good people, the system pressures them to protect profits over people. The bigger the claim, the harder the fight. And if you think I'm exaggerating, just look at the numbers. In 2023, the global insurance industry made over $7 trillion in revenue. That's larger than the GDP of most countries. Yet every year, millions of claims are denied. Imagine how much of that profit comes from money that should have gone to struggling families but never did. But let's make this personal. There's the story of a woman named Natalie Sarkisian. She was 17 years old fighting leukemia and needed a liver transplant. Her doctors said it was necessary, but her insurance company, Cigna, denied it, claiming it was experimental. Her family fought, the media got involved, and after public outrage, Cigna reversed the decision. But by then, it was too late. Natalie died just hours after the reversal. This is not an isolated case. Every year, thousands of families experience similar tragedies, and yet these companies keep advertising themselves as there when you need us most. Let's move to another dark corner: life insurance. Most people believe life insurance is simple. You pay for years, and when you pass away, your family gets the payout. But in reality, life insurance companies have been caught delaying payments for months, even years, while grieving families struggle to pay bills. Some companies even push survivors to accept beneficiary accounts, giving them a checkbook tied to the insurance company's bank instead of the actual money, so the company can keep earning interest off the funds. Yes, you heard that right. They profit even from your death. And then there are disability claims. Millions of workers pay into disability insurance thinking I'll be safe if they can not work. But when the time comes, companies deny claims by arguing that you're not disabled enough. Imagine losing your job because of an accident, filing a claim, and then receiving a letter saying, "We don't think you were really that disabled." Meanwhile, you can't walk, you can't work, and you're left with nothing. But how do insurance companies get away with all this? The answer is simple: power and complexity. Insurance contracts are deliberately written in confusing legal language, filled with exceptions, conditions, and technicalities that the average person can't possibly understand. They know most people won't read the fine print, and even if they do, they won't fully grasp it. This gives companies the freedom to deny claims while pointing to some obscure clause buried 40 pages deep. And when people try to fight back, insurance companies have armies of lawyers ready to crush them in court. Most families can't afford to fight for years, so they give up, and the company wins by default. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room: disasters. When hurricanes, earthquakes, or wildfires hit, insurance commercials love to show heroic images of adjusters helping families rebuild. But in reality, after Hurricane Katrina, for example, thousands of families waited years for payouts. Some never got them at all. Insurance companies blamed flooding instead of wind damage, using loopholes to avoid responsibility. The result? Families left destitute while insurers protected their bottom line. And here's something even darker. After disasters, some companies secretly raise premiums for everyone in the area, even those who never filed claims. They profit off tragedy twice, first by denying payouts, then by charging more. But it doesn't stop there. Insurance companies also invest billions in industries that make the world more dangerous. Many major insurers have poured money into fossil fuel companies, even while knowing that climate change is increasing natural disasters that hurt their own customers. Think about the hypocrisy. On one hand, they sell you home insurance against floods and fires. On the other, they fund the industries making floods and fires worse. So what can you do? How do you protect yourself from companies designed to protect themselves, not you? First, always read your policy. Yes, it's boring. Yes, it's confusing. But knowing the exclusions can save you heartbreak later. Second, document everything. If you file a claim, keep records, photos, and every single conversation. Third, don't accept the first offer. Lowballing is standard practice. Negotiate, push back, and if necessary, get a lawyer. And finally, never assume the company is on your side. Remember, their goal is profit. Your goal is survival. The dark side of insurance companies is this: they sell peace of mind but profit from misery. They promise safety but thrive on denial. They market trust but build empires on betrayal. And the next time you see one of those commercials, smiling families, catchy slogans, promises of protection, remember that behind the curtain is an industry designed to win when you lose. Now I'll leave you with a question. Do you think insurance is a necessary evil we can live without, or is it a broken system that needs to be torn down and rebuilt? Let me know in the comments. Because the scariest truth about insurance is that the one time you need it most is often the moment it fails you completely.